future, talk radio will actually educate, inspire, and make you think. The future is now. Topics and music that affect your life from Universal Broadcasting Network. Tune in at ubnradio.com.
Every week. It's so weird.
Oh, boo, hiss. Hiss, boo.
That was just for your dancing.
I know, I couldn't hear myself, so I was like...
Your dancing was loud enough. I heard it.
Boo, hiss, she's terrible. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, welcome to the Pandora Boxx show.
There's people here.
There's people listening, hopefully. Not anymore. They're like, no,
They're
bye.
like, no.
Bye, bye, bitch, bye. And I'm here with my lovely co-hostess, Samantha Hale.
With the mostest. Oh, they like me. They really like me.
Did that noise come for your vagina?
It did.
I feel like you swung next to me and all of a sudden it was like...
She's
applauds because it's been missing penis for so long. But it's like, please come in.
She's applauding because I got rid of the cobwebs. I did.
Yeah, but it...
You're fired.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's like cobwebs under the sea. Ugh.
Gross.
Ugh.
But cobwebs are in it. It's almost Halloween, so leave them there.
I know.
You could sell it as a haunted house tour, a haunted vagina tour.
It's a haunted box.
Like
Who
the
wants
book,
in?
Haunted vagina.
I know that was one of our previous topics.
It was. It's in
Based on me.
apartment. It's in the bookshelf and it's standing up. So I see it every day.
So is a picture of my vagina. You're welcome.
You know. You. What are you going for as Halloween? Halloween. What are you going for as Halloween?
I'm going as Halloween itself, Pandora.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
I don't know. I haven't gotten that far. Last year I was last year I was Wednesday from the Addams Family.
Oh.
Which was super cool.
Did you borrow the outfit from Morgan?
Yes, I did. I absolutely did.
I was like, I've seen that costume before.
Well, because I was like, yeah, like I like actually on Halloween staying home and handing out candy or candy to the kids. I think it's so cute to see them coming up. And Morgan was like, no, you're not allowed to stay home. You're coming over and you're going to be Wednesday. I was like, okay, fine.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know. What are you going to be?
I don't know. I actually for the first time went to West Hollywood last year in Halloween. And it was the one night it was raining.
Of course.
And yeah, it was like.
The
gross.
one night in California.
And nobody's cell phones worked because everybody's on it at once. And yeah, it was fun because I went with my boyfriend and Jay Rodriguez and a couple other people.
Oh, fun.
And we had fun, and I was a broken doll. I kept telling I was a broken doll of Hollywood. All my dreams didn't come true.
I'm a broken woman every day, so that's not much of a stretch. And you remind me of that every show.
But no, it was fun. But I don't know what I'm going to do.
Why did you just look like Chucky when you did that? Pandora's very ginger right now. Her soul is lost forever.
It's true.
Well, that implies you had
that
one.
Yeah, I was born with that
True.
one. That's what my mom always told me. So.
Oh, mother knows best.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I don't know what I'm going to be for Halloween. I guess I live Halloween. So
I know, it's kind of like your job.
Yeah. So
how about you just have a beard for Halloween? Grow a beard and not shave and
I know,
just be a boy.
I had a gig cancel, so I was like, oh, now I have a beard.
You're a bearded queen now.
Bearded lady.
Bearded lady. That you could be the bearded lady.
No.
Have you seen Delta's? Delta
Yeah.
Works bearded lady? It's amazing.
It's amazing.
So good.
Yeah, but once you see somebody do something really good like that.
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah. I don't know. And I think bearded ladies should be a little rounder. I always think of like a rounder woman when I think of a bearded lady.
And you are too shapely. You're too fit. It's all that CrossFit you've been doing.
Yes. No.
Crossing between the vodka bottle and the other vodka bottle.
No, and sometimes when you see somebody do something so well, especially somebody I work with, I'm like, why would I even bother? I mean, Delta did it perfectly. So
yeah.
Hopefully she'll be on the show soon. I keep asking.
She's a busy lady.
She's a busy lady.
She'll be here. I love her. She's probably one of the funniest people I've ever met.
Yeah, I really her Dear Delta things on YouTube.
Please watch that. Everybody watch it. If you know what's good for you, watch Dear Delta.
Oh my God, it's so funny when the little Twitter bird laughs at her bear. What does she say? I don't give a fuck.
Oh my God. And then when she just did Serial Mom too, and she made the little ooh wee.
Oh God.
I love that movie.
I love Serial Mom so
You know, I had a
much.
dream that I was Serial Mom. You know, and she's like violently murders people and kills people and everything. And I woke up and I'm like,
yeah, but that's
oh
a
my God.
side note.
I know. No, but the scary part was like, oh, I woke up. I was like, I don't want to be a mom. That's horrifying.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
No,
What if you had? There we go. It is Halloween. But like, what if you were a serial killer and a mom? You'd have to hire a sitter while you're out stabbing. That's just a lot of work.
I'm always disappointed in the horror movies that the kids usually live. I'm like, no, kill the kids first. Just kick them.
All those kids of the corn. Get rid of all of them.
Kids of the Corn.
Kids of the Corn. I know it's children, but Kids of the Corn
Oh, that
sounds like...
Kids of the Corn movie. I don't want my kids watching that. Oh,
I know
gosh.
what it's called.
Oh.
Why did you turn into like Dame Edna? What happened?
No, that's my mom voice.
Oh, got it. You're very matronly.
Oh my God. All right. So let's just go and do some celebrity stalking.
Oh my God, they're here again.
Oh, picture. Oh no, not on my butthole.
You took your pants off and bent over. What did you think? Pandora, come on.
I know. Yeah. Anything for publicity. Well, you know, everybody's all in a tizzy over the new Star Wars movie. Are you excited?
My nerd card is so revoked. I am way more of a horror film person than
I can
a
accept
Star
that.
Wars
I mean, that's what
person.
we're mainly talking about today. But the new movie poster came out. There's like
I saw it. It looks cool.
There's no Luke on it. I was a little disappointed.
But the thing that I did see, so is Princess Leia gonna age? Carrie Fisher's in it, right?
oh
She's
yeah,
gonna
no,
age.
they released a picture and she looks like a woman would look at her age.
See, that's cool.
So I mean, it was like 40 years ago. So yeah, she's not all like pulled back
in her little bikini anymore.
Yeah, I mean, they did like hire and say we're hiring you 35 pounds less, but.
Does that mean she gets paid more or less?
No, like she had to lose weight to do the part, but
Well, a woman's worth is based on how much she weighs, Pandora. Have you been to Hollywood?
yes,
Ugh, that's so gross.
it is. But it is gross. So I'm not even going to defend it. But I guess that if somebody looked really like out of shape and not like the character, I could understand it. And
Yeah, well,
she's
yeah,
not
it's a character. Yeah,
she
it's
still
totally-
doesn't look like she's like rail thin. Like she looks like she's like healthy and she looks
Yeah,
good.
she looked great in the picture.
Yeah, I'm excited. You know,
Yeah.
she's had her little bouts with everything.
Well,
Poor crazy thing, but
I know. Did you see her one woman show? She's
yeah.
so good.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
Yeah, she's fabulous.
I don't remember the name of it. Drinking again.
Drinking.
Didn't it have something? I don't know.
I drink because of my mom. I don't know.
I'm very prepared for today's show. Clearly. All right.
We may.
Celebrities. I don't.
Who are
really
we
care.
stalking?
Oh no, I do have a man crush today. I guess.
Oh, that was
I
epic.
like that it's like fiery at the end. Like you get a little burn.
Yeah,
You're like, oh,
I like that.
I had
Who
to
do-
burp. I'm sorry.
Who do you want to sizzle this week?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, that's every
Harry
week.
Potter. Yeah,
Yeah.
I might have done him before, but mostly because there was this out.
You may have done him before, or you may have spoken.
No, I've not done him before.
Okay,
I
just check.
believe he's heterosexual,
Wow.
but it's Hollywood, so you never know.
Mm.
I could pretend that I'm offering him the role of a lifetime. That would get it right. I'm offering you the role of a lifetime, Daniel Radcliffe. You haven't had one yet, right?
Your career is nothing. No one's going to remember him for anything.
Oh my God. No, so the Out Magazine article, it was titled Daniel Radcliffe Talks Masturbation,
Ooh.
Fluffing, and Fame.
Fabulous.
I was like,
Well,
I didn't even need to read the article,
the
really.
only 3 F's that matter. Were there pictures or?
No, there weren't
Oh.
any pictures. But he's also going to be in a new, presumably horror movie, Victor Frankenstein.
Oh, I
or
did see that.
Frankenstein, if you
Right.
go the young Frank.
That looks pretty cool.
And he's playing
actually.
Igor.
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 Now I'm getting confused with Young Frankenstein. It's
Oh,
Igor.
I love Young Frankenstein. Got it.
With Marty Feldman and his
And who's
fucking crazy eyes.
Who's the monster?
The original Crazy Eyes.
Oh, right. No, but I mean, yes. No, but in this one with Daniel Radcliffe, who's the monster?
I don't know. I don't remember. I should have done my homework.
See, I was watching the original earlier, and I guess like any of the versions, it really made me think. Now, what if it were flipped? What if it were a woman doctor? You know, like what if a woman could build a man? I thought, you know what? Fuck build a bear. I want to build a boyfriend. Like, how would I? What would I? If I could custom build my boyfriend? I figured it out. I think I would want the legs of Kellen Lutz, the abs of Ryan Reynolds, and the loyalty of Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
She ain't going anywhere, and neither is my monster.
Right. Okay. Whose penis?
Oh, how did I leave out the best part? I didn't even think about that.
Does he have a Ken doll crotch?
Oh, ew, fired.
I mean, I know women just like cuddling and shit like that.
Oh,
so maybe they don't like dick. They're just like, oh no.
Oh, no. Rest assured, we do. Trust me, cuddling is cool.
You want the D.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. And if you don't, you're lying.
Did you? I know we talk about her a lot, but did you see the Amy Schumer sketch where they kind of did like a weird science thing and they all put like what they wanted in for like male body parts, and they had American Ferrera on there.
American Ferrera?
America for America.
You know, I went to
Ferrera.
high school with her.
Did I call her American?
You did. American. That good old American.
Oh, I like that
Ferrera.
little American Ferrari there. She was good. She was good on that Ugly Betty show. America Ferrera.
She
was on it, and somebody else, and they were like, she kept saying, huge dick, huge cock, like every three things. And so by the time that it came out, it was just like this blub with like a head and just like a big, huge dick.
I'll take it.
Sitting on the table, and he couldn't really speak.
Oh,
And they're like, oh my God, he's
take
perfect.
He can't speak. Well, that's fabulous. Oh my God. No, I went to high school with her, and so every time I see her, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy for your success. No, I remember like when she got her first movie that she ever booked. We were in a garage rehearsing Romeo and Juliet, and I was playing her mother. Speaking of mother,
See, the kids are coming.
I know. And
You're just getting pregnant right now.
oh, excuse me. I'll be back. I have to.
Pregnant. What are they? You've got pregnancy Munchausen syndrome or something, where you just imagine it's a pregnancy and it's not.
Oh,
What is it? Or there was that thing where
is that a real thing?
they think they're pregnant, or maybe I just saw that in a movie once.
Or
Hysterical
maybe...
pregnancy.
Oh, yeah. That actually
Isn't
might
that
be
a thing?
See,
Or is it?
there's just you put hysterical in front of anything that has to do with a woman, call it a disease, and there you go.
We were talking way too much about vagina.
Moving on.
Well, I think, yeah. I mean, you've been talking a lot, so Straight Girl Says, how about let's do that. Straight Girl Says.
But first, let me take a selfie.
That is Samantha, by the way. She's always doing that.
I'm always taking selfies. Always. So this is our Halloween show, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Spooky, scary.
Ooh.
Werewolf bar mitzvah. Spooky, scary. That's from 30 Rock.
Oh, I love that show. That's funny. So I mean, I almost wish that we could have like a call-in, because I want to know who is better. Is it Michael Myers, Jason, or Freddy? Who is it?
Come on, it's Freddy.
I know. He's so good. Did you see the remake with what's his name? Jackie Earl Haley?
Shh, we don't speak of that.
Oh, we don't, because I feel like that's the new Voldemort. Because I feel like he like took all the fun out of Freddy. Freddy's like an asshole, you know. He taunts people, and you're like, he's kind of a murderer, but he's kind of hot too, because he's such an asshole.
Hot?
I mean, personality-wise, not obviously burn victim. Okay, let's just move on to the next segment. How about that?
Oh my God. All right. So Samantha, dateless and desperate in Hollywood because she thinks Freddy Krueger
I
is
didn't
hot.
mean that.
Is
I
that
meant,
your man crush?
Yes. Oh, you know what?
Freddy
That's what we're
Krueger.
going with. Freddy Krueger. But
Man crush.
you know, which reminds me, I used to work in a casting office, and it was for Seventh Heaven. Remember Seventh Heaven?
I'm bored. Does this story get better?
oh my God. Do you see, audience,
You
why I
said
have
seventh heaven.
I know. But it was actually really funny because we were casting for the role of a priest, and I go through the headshots, and guess whose headshot was on the top?
Robert Englund.
Robert Englund.
Oh, my God.
I took it, and I went to the head casting. I was like, please, 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 please bring him in. This will be my entire, please, please, please. And she just looked at me and shut the door in my face. And I was like,
my
okay,
God.
just do it for me. Can you imagine Robert Englund as a priest on Seventh Heaven?
I could, yeah.
Still better than the dad.
Well, he was in V, the miniseries, and he played like this goofy kind of
Oh, yeah.
lizard.
Yeah.
Because they were all lizards.
Ooh. Okay.
It's Halloween. I don't know what I'm doing.
Do your monster sounds get any better?
All right,
or-
no, they don't.
Okay.
They don't. All right, but we we can greatly improve on today's show by like getting ready for our guests.
Fabulous.
One of my friends, Michael Varrati, and I'm hoping I pronounced his last name right.
Such a good friend.
He's a screenwriter, columnist, and he is a pop culture enthusiast. And he's great. He'll give us some
He's gonna be
lowdown
fun
on
to
horror
talk
movies.
to. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. We
And
can nerd out.
and also no stranger to the UBN radio family is Rachel True is here, actress, fabulous diva. I just love her. She was in the movie The Craft. I'm sure she doesn't get sick of talking
Hearing
about that
at all.
movie
But that's
so long
like one of
ago,
the greatest
but-
movies ever, though. So it's not a bad thing to be remembered for.
Yeah, she's fabulous. So they're both fabulous, and I think that we can take a little break and we'll bring them on.
Awesome.
To the other kids at St. Bernard Academy, they were the girls who didn't belong.
Whatever you do, stay away from them.
Why?
They're witches.
But after years of being on the outside,
Why'd you lie about me?
I don't want to go out with you again. Please stop begging. It's pathetic.
4 girls are about to discover the dark side.
You ever heard of invoking the spirit? Black magic.
We can make things happen. I mean, this is it. This is real.
Columbia Pictures welcomes you to the witching hour.
Check it out. Her spell is working. Sit.
The Craft.
Girls, watch out for those weirdos.
We are the weirdos, mister.
Oh, we're back! Yay! And that was the Craft promo.
They love you.
I'm sure Rachel True. You never get sick of hearing about the
Never.
Craft, right?
You know what? I do. Actually, it's awesome. It's awesome that all these years later, people still respond to it
Yeah.
and that people like it. There was a period probably like 10 years ago. It's like, shut the fuck up about a movie I did. But now I'm grown enough to realize that's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah.
Also, when I first came to town, and I'll just keep talking. No, when I first came to town, and this was a really long time ago, I was like, I just want to be in a movie that's like, I think like Heathers was on TV every weekend.
Yeah.
Every Friday and Saturday. I just want to be in a movie that's like super cool and culty that people really like, and like, it's on TV every weekend. And you know what, Holly, everybody out there listening, I got that. And what I want to tell you is aim higher. No, seriously. Not that that's an awesome thing to get,
Yeah.
but I was like, oh, I got that.
Did you really say that?
Yeah, I totally did.
You have like the secret power.
I got a little shine. Alec Mappa will tell you. Whose podcast I do at this very same UBM.
Yeah.
So it's really fun to be here. Thank you for having me.
I
Now
love
I'll shut
Yeah.
up. And
No,
scene.
don't shut up. Finally, I have another woman to like help. Finally. Someone on my team.
So first of all, I'm so excited to be here because I think I found you, my Pandora, on Twitter, and I just started following you because I loved you. you. I love you, but I loved you on
Thank
RuPaul.
you.
And, and
Here's
then,
your $20.
No, and then you tweeted me back, and I was like, oh, that you tweeted me back. And then it's just been kind of.
I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, Rachel, she's in the crowd. She tweeted me.
No, I was just delighted to make your acquaintance.
Thank you.
Fangirling
And thank you
is
for
so
being here.
cute. Do you guys need a moment? I'm not so
We're having a
fun.
moment. And then
Fun.
my friend Michael Varrati is here.
Hello.
How are you?
Oh my God.
Applause.
You're doing great.
I feel like someone just hit a home run.
Yeah.
It was not me. I never even made it out of the dugout in Little League. So
Oh.
sorry, Dad.
Yeah, I was in right field. Same thing.
I was like, which is the field that no balls go
Exactly.
to?
Yeah.
That's where I was literally picking
Are
daisies.
you guys talking about
know.
sports?
I know. Shockingly. Yeah.
No, we
On the
were-
gayest podcast
So
ever.
I think really it was balls coming at her face, which is really where it was
balls
really
to the
going.
face.
She's still trying to prove to me that she's straight.
She calls me a lesbian every show, but I do have to say you're like really pretty.
She is.
so
gorgeous.
pretty.
Oh, bless your heart.
I hate you. And you know what? Fuck those girls on the swim team. You're the prettiest one. Okay?
That's really
That's
Thank
right.
you so much. I'll take it because now that I'm a grown up, the interesting thing about being a grown up is like I no longer necessarily give a shit what people think about how I look, which is freeing about being a grown up. And yet you're almost becoming invisible because you're a grown up and you're like, no, notice me. So it's a weird, it's an interesting place to be as a woman, I think.
Yeah,
A
completely.
little easier for men, maybe.
Yeah, I think, in the gay world too, once you're over 30, you turn
dead.
a little
Is that true?
Dead.
invisible.
Really?
To some, yeah.
Wait, I have a. Do you mind if I ask you a question? When you take off all your Pandora makeup, like, because
Yeah.
when I was on a TV show and I wore tons of like, makeup and lashes and hair and blah, I would strip it all off when I got home and be like, oh, that's what I look like. No, really, I did. Because I felt so inadequate compared to what I look like on screen. Do you ever feel that way?
Well, yeah, and especially with drag makeup being so thick and heavy, and my skin is really sensitive. When I take it off, I look real rough. Real butch. Like I'm like, wow, all right, nobody come near me. Or sometimes if I go back out, I have to put more makeup on so I look human. But yeah, it is kind of a little bit. But then it's a little bit of a, it puts me at ease because I'm like, oh no, I don't have to. I can just be like, here I am.
Gotcha.
But your
Sit in the
skin
cup.
looks great.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
look great.
there are some drag
you.
queens
It's
who,
very
when they
good
take the
lighting.
makeup off, it's
How
it's
much
rough.
money are you guys
I
gonna make from
know.
this show? Oh my God.
I'm only bringing people on that compliment me. No, I actually use
And
this,
accept EBT.
this great product, which is not a sponsor, but they did sponsor my booth at DragCon, but it's called Elbeline, and it takes everything off.
That's
like all the
old
makeup.
school.
Yeah.
That's like your grandma used it.
I know, but I've used it for the entire time I've done drag.
No, I'm a
and it
huge
really
proponent of
helps.
stuff your grandma used, by the way, for everyone. Like, seriously, all that stuff worked, and you can keep spending $1 billion on what they're
Yeah.
trying to push now. But if you just ask your grandma what she used, you will save so much money.
It's so true, though, because no matter how many different products come out, if you're on a film set, the hair lady always, or hair person, always has Aquanet. They always use Aquanet. It's like the most classic old school hairspray, and it works the best. Still does.
It's true. I use castor oil on my skin, and if anyone's worried about their, what's this called? Pronounce it correctly.
Decolletage.
Thanks, girl, because I was like, I don't know. But if you use it there, all of a sudden it plumps up. It has racemolinic acid in it, and it plumps up your collagen naturally without spending a fortune. FYI, people.
Can I take a bath in it?
You
or-
can. You don't need to, darling. Look at you.
Well, what about
Thank
like
you.
in the days where they prescribed cocaine as like a medicine?
I'll take it.
Does that work
I'll
too?
take
Still?
it.
They still do in Silver
What
Lake.
about what about the days when if a woman had an emotional problem, they prescribed a doctor basically giving her an orgasm? Remember, like hysteria?
I'll
That's
take
what they
that,
called it. I
too.
know. Bring that back.
I know.
That
what-
seems really self-serving for the doctor.
And you know that that Lysol was originally made as a feminine hygiene
Do
product.
not,
Oh,
do not
no.
put that up your lady parts.
No.
people.
No.
Don't, or your boy parts. Just don't.
Seeing
There's-
those old ads for it, I'm like, does a
Oh.
vagina really stink that much that you
Okay,
need to spray
don't make
this?
that face when you say vagina.
I know,
Why
I'm
you gotta,
sorry.
why you gotta look it up
Let's-
like that?
Why don't you just call it pussy if that's like more?
All right, pussy.
You can
There
say
we
that you have
go.
like a little
Pussy.
smile when you say pussy.
Pussy.
You can't help
He
but smile a
likes
little.
saying that.
I do.
I know, you're having a great time.
Sorry. I don't hate the owners of vagina, but I just think. Well, no, it actually was spraying the Lysol in the vagina. I'm like, that's got to kind of sting a little,
Ow.
right?
No, here's also why I love you, because you could tell, Michael, that you're the kind of drag queen or performer who loves women as well. You don't not like women.
Except for me.
But you know what I mean? There's some people who don't like women so much, and then it's, you know.
No, I think some people are intimidated or threatened, or they don't understand them, so they just don't talk.
Do you think that's what it is?
It depends on, I mean, everyone's different.
Yeah.
You know, but like, you know, like the big, like, oh, I'm so manly. Like, you just don't know how to take care of a woman.
I guess
That's
not.
all.
I
That's
guess
cool.
not.
I'll do it myself.
That's so true. I will do
Yeah.
it myself.
No one loves you like you.
all the time.
I just high-fived you across the way.
That's like, we don't actually make that noise when we're by ourselves, by the way. We don't. We put that on for you guys.
That's for you. It's a show.
Whatever, yeah.
That's some of the best acting I've ever done.
It just sounded like a poltergeist orgasm to me.
my
It was just
God.
like disembodied.
It was
and
the
like,
haunted vagina.
I have a question for you. Can we talk about naughty things?
Yeah.
Do
Talk about
you?
whatever.
There's some women who never have an orgasm while actually having sex. Do you know what I mean? Only oral.
Right.
I feel so bad. I want them to practice and because there's nothing like that one compared to the other one. I think they're both unique.
Like
and
with
awesome.
someone versus not with someone?
No. I'm not talking alone. I'm saying some people can only have one if they're being stimulated orally, like oral pleasure as opposed to fucking. Can I say fucking?
Yeah, you sure can, and you sure did.
Like some
late.
girls cannot achieve orgasm from the actual intercourse. They can only do it clitorally, not vaginally.
Right.
Well, I said vaginal.
Yeah, I mean,
I am very fascinated by this topic.
I just want all women to actually have
to experience that. Yeah, I don't think I experienced that until like my third boyfriend. I think
makes sense.
because I was more comfortable with my body and I was
Yes.
more like, I don't know. I think the key, this might be a selfish, I don't know, but I think that a good way to have good sex is to do what feels good for you and to please yourself, because when you're pleasing yourself, it pleases the guy.
That's
and then if your body,
true.
you just relax and you just release into it. It was, I had like a full body.
Right, and you were
orgasm.
like, whoa.
Yeah, I was like,
compared
what?
to
I don't
just
even
a
know.
clitoral, right?
Yeah, very different.
That's right. So ladies,
Yeah.
go out and practice.
I mean, if you want your toes to curl, you have to, you know.
Like, meanwhile, your third boyfriend, if he's out there listening, is like, all right. And your first two are like, God damn it. It's now out there. It is now.
You remember the cobwebs that I said were cleared out?
Dude,
know.
no, I
went back.
I was in the no. I was
Wait,
in
what
the
does your
same-
vagina sound like?
Oh no!
I know. Play some haunted house
play-
music because that's
it.
No, I
That was her thanking me for calling him.
Oh my
That's the
God.
noise.
I feel like your vagina, when you open it up, it has the intro to Scooby Doo. It's like.
And there's always a man and a monster in a mask that comes out, wound up being
No, I
some
think
skinny
the
guy.
reason I was talking about the orgasms is I hadn't dated anyone for a while before my current boyfriend, who's awesome, and it was just a big difference. And I don't know if it was me that had matured and was able to just have a lot more fun in bed, but it's super fun.
It's probably, I mean, chemistry is chemistry with the right person.
Well, no, I've dated people that there's people you're like, oh my God, I just want to fuck you. I'm looking at you and I just can't.
Yeah.
It wasn't even that with him. We just, he's awesome, but we just kind of got along and it grew and it grew. So I was actually surprised that I had such great sex with someone that it wasn't that instant. I was attracted to him, but it wasn't like, I can die without you, which I
Right.
believe is me maturing, maybe.
See, I like hearing that. That gives me hope. It does.
Do you have a boyfriend? And
No, I'm single right now, but
Gotcha.
I have like my history is being attracted to kind of like the kind of unavailable guys.
Oh,
I used to date musicians.
Girl, we're like the same person,
Totally.
except not. But
Yeah.
I did in college.
Except not.
No, in college, Alec Mop always likes to point out that I dated like apparently everyone in the closet at NYU. Like every guy was like, I'll date you, Rachel True. And then eventually I'll come out as gay a few years later. And I wondered why they just weren't that into me sexually.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then I dated musicians.
Yeah,
You
oops.
know, wrong.
Yeah,
Don't ever date a musician.
I got a lot of comedy from it. Thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of jokes out of it. But yeah, no, I mean, I tell you, it was just like I don't know. And the problem was I was like dating not like the lead singer, but like the guitarist, like the guy who never quite made it on his own. So like always had something to prove.
The one who's angry he's not the lead singer. Yeah, no. But the lead singer, by the way, I dated one of those. Like, I could not have spent more time in the mirror.
Oh,
like,
totally.
Like, but I was like, I remember the one time in my life I was nominated for an award, like an NAACP something, and I was like, dude, could you get the fuck out of the bathroom and get in the limo?
Right?
Like, just stop. We're all waiting for you. And
gross.
The vanity.
We should have you ever dated a bass player? Because I feel like they're used to a support role, right? Like maybe they would be a little.
They also
dry.
usually have the strongest fingers.
Exactly. Yes, girl. Good point.
I'm thinking you need to date like a lawyer, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think that's a bad idea. An accountant, like.
A bass playing lawyer?
A bass
playing lawyer?
Yes. Do you have anyone to set her up with? She's a gorgeous girl.
Aww.
everybody, come on.
Okay, I love
All my
you.
friends
It's
are
true,
gay.
you are gorgeous.
We're gonna hang out. Pandora, did you hear that? She's gonna be here every week.
Well, I paid her a handsome fee to be your therapist today and get you on the right track to vaginal health.
Fee. Handsome fee. That's so sweet. I need a lot of help. I
my
mean,
God,
look
yeah.
who I hang out with.
Hey. Exactly. Oh my God. All right. So can we move on from your vagina, please?
No, it's gonna come back.
Oh my God, it is.
We're all going to crawl into her vagina.
But hello, echo, vagina.
I can't.
Oh, a Snickers.
I think you can.
I was saving that for you. Baby.
Oh my God. All right, so it's time for our soapbox. It's our regular weekly.
I know, it's very under the
That's
sea.
a lot. I'm sorry. So we just talk about we've already been doing. We've been talking about hot topics and everything. But since it's like a Halloween theme, since Halloween is very close, I saw this article and it said that Americans were expected to spend $6.9 billion on Halloween this year. And I'm just like,
snap.
That is a lot of damn money. There's people that like have no homes, but we're spending $6.9 billion on Halloween.
And 3.2 of it is dressing their pets up, right?
Probably.
God.
I was so against that. I totally was. But my roommate that lived with us for a while, he would buy our dog costumes. And then I bought one because it was a banana. I'm like, and I just bought one at Target because it's a peacock. And I'm like, oh.
I'm not against costumes for animals, but I am against that store, unless, of course, any of you own it, then I love it. That store in Hollywood called Just Dogs, Just for Dogs.
Oh, no.
It's like, it was offensive to me because I just come back from traveling abroad. And
Does
I'm
she
like,
have a pussy?
I'm sorry. Let me pet it right now. No, but the thing is, I'd been in like Africa, a couple countries in Africa, and I was like, they would fucking die if they knew we had stores called Just for Dogs.
Oh, there are stores in Los Angeles that seemingly should be straight out of an SNL sketch.
I know.
Just Dogs being one of them. There's a similar place near where I live in the Valley, and it's like they make little hats just for dogs.
Oh,
But
so back to your Halloween. I'm not against dressing the dogs up. I bet they look super cute. I do think that's an exorbitant amount of money, but my guess is that people like the thing is it does have a religious attachment. People just don't know about it. Halloween. It's Samhain. I'm not pronouncing it right, but it's a big Wiccan holiday. It was a pagan holiday before the church came in the Middle Ages and was like, we're just going to make it Christian now.
Well, and that's why All Saints Day falls the day after Halloween to try and use Jesus magic to counteract it.
Right, and I was going to say, I think a lot of people throw themselves into decorating for Halloween because it's not Christmas or it's not Easter. It doesn't have a religious attachment, but like we just said, it actually does have a religious attachment.
Yeah. But I think because it's not Christmas and it's not Easter is one of the reasons that people are spending so much. It makes sense to me because Halloween is one of the few major holidays that there are no obligations in terms of like if you don't go to your grandma's for Halloween dinner, you're not going to get like shit for it.
My
like,
Wiccan grandma freaks out. No, I don't have a Wiccan grandma.
But I think
you don't have your powers anymore. I saw that movie.
Don't tempt me.
It's a holiday of excess, and I think that you want to talk about things that would upset people in other countries, like how very American is it that we would be like, well, I'm going to drink as much as I can, eat as much candy as I can, and I'm going to dress slutty sexy, spooky while I do.
Right.
Which I'm all for all three of those things. But yeah, I believe it. It makes total
I'm
sense.
not
to me.
against pushing my tits up, but I do think we take the slutty costumes a little too
little
far. I was
It's
like,
ridiculous.
I get
Yeah.
it. You're going to be a slutty something. I totally get it, Twitter. You're all going to be a slutty something.
There was somebody made a little sketch of like sexy costumes gone too far, and one of them was sexy poo, and one was like
You would wear
sexy
that, though.
sexy fetus. I'm like, oh,
Okay,
they were
that's
so
kind of
terrible.
Sexy feet.
That one's
Yeah,
kind
but
You have to start
but
sometime.
They were making fun of it.
That's
but
kind of
Oh,
funny.
that's
It
so
was
gross.
really.
I
they were-
know.
I can't remember the other ones, but they were really funny
What-
because it's like they've gone too far.
What are you going to be for
Sexy,
All Hallows
sexy
Eve?
poo. I'm
Sexy
definitely
poo.
going to be sexy poo. with the poo emoticon, the little smiling.
That'd actually be kind of cute. That'd be kind of funny.
But in Mexico, the top costume is
Oh, right.
it's the drug lord, the
Chavo?
notorious.
El Chavo. Is it
yeah,
Chavo or
the
Chavez?
That's a real drug lord, not like a TV made up
that's a
drug
real-
lord.
Right, that's what I-
Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. And it's
Sounds
like,
sexy.
they have like the plastic masks that are
Sounds
not
emotionally
plastic.
I
unavailable.
know. Can you set me up?
I know. Can I get his number?
And that's
Yeah,
the,
so that's the biggest Halloween seller in Mexico right now.
In Mexico.
Yeah.
I know. Well, the owner of the company was saying it was kind of a satire. They were kind of making fun of the government because apparently he escaped from like maximum
Oh, he's the
security.
one who
he
broke
escaped.
out.
Yes.
in this
Right.
in this like 10-foot not 10 like just this tunnel that was dug
Yeah.
underneath this whole thing. Like, how did you not?
Yeah.
like
He
very
had,
Shawshank
paid off
Redemption.
a lot
kind
of
of.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because he was under
I s-
24-hour surveillance too, and he still
Right.
escaped
And he
from
still
there.
got out.
We watched Oz. We know how this
Yeah.
works.
Right.
Is that good to dress up like a drug lord there, or is it like
Maybe it's his way to escape further because everybody will be dressed up like him. He could just walk free.
Right.
Like he's just like.
I hope he buys his own mask. I think that would be like the most meta thing.
I would buy
That
my
would
own
be
mask and
so
just
great.
wear it at shows when I didn't want to do
Absolutely.
my makeup.
Oh my
I'd
God.
like, hey.
I think
Oh
it's
my
not
God.
unheard of.
Do you,
Like,
do you guys think that someday there'll be a machine where you can just put your face in and it'll like put your makeup on for you? By the way, I was talking with my
that would be
boyfriend
the
about this,
greatest
like a
thing in the
Jetson-y
world.
thing where it'll
Yeah.
matrix your face,
Right.
And you could just stick
Or
your
like
That'd
Total
be rad.
Recall or something
Right.
like where
Right.
they did the nail.
Like-
There was nail color.
like-
Yeah,
wasn't
the nail
it?
color. Yeah.
like your Pandora makeup is done like instantly.
That'd be so cool.
Sorry, I just had a moment of silence there because
know.
that would be the most amazing thing ever.
I'm guessing it takes me forever to put my face together. I'm guessing it takes a minute to transform
At least
into
2
another
hours.
gender. Wow,
Yeah.
really? That's solid.
a lot to
It's my
cover
least
up for
favorite
me.
part because I'm like, oh god, I gotta do it. Like once I'm done, I'm fine. But
Yeah.
like the process,
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, and then you have to like look at your face for so long, and it's just like that's where you go, oh, I don't like this about
Right.
myself, or I don't like this, and then yeah,
Right.
it's not my favorite part.
No.
What are you going to be for our
I
Halloween?
don't know.
Sexy fetus.
I hope so.
Probably whatever Morgan McMichaels dresses me up as this year. I don't
my
know. When you
God.
hang out with queens, you just show up and they do things. I'm
I
like,
bet.
cool.
I bet.
fabulous.
No, it's why I put on lipstick today. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to
I know,
Drag
I'm like,
Queens
oh, I need
podcast.
lip gloss.
I can't show up like with a naked
I mean,
I'm
I
a
don't even have it. Well, no, I do have some makeup.
I'm afraid to show up anywhere in flat shoes if they're around. Like, I know.
know.
I'm like, but I have a back problem. They're like, man up.
I'm just happy. I'm just happy I knew it was like shot from here up, so it didn't really
Right.
matter if I wear
So
like.
you're not wearing pants.
I'm not wearing
She's
panties.
not.
That's why we get along so well.
wearing
That's the
pants
magic
either.
on this side of the room.
Right? You know, it was the one costume, and it wasn't really a costume, but I saw it this year, and it really kind of irritated me. I don't know if like my feminist side came out, but I was at Halloween Horror Nights, and you know they have the Walking Dead. You know, you can walk around with the zombies and everything, and there was this whole family, probably from out of town, I would guess, and they were all wearing shirts. All of the men wore shirts that said "Zombie Hunter." And all of the women had shirts that said "Zombie Victim." I was like, "What the fuck?"
First off, I'm going to lay it down right now. If there was a zombie apocalypse, women 10 to 1 would be kicking more ass than men would.
Thank you.
Because I have
Thank you.
always taken note that like when push comes to shove, guys turn into major wimps in like crazy emergencies and women pull through. Also, it's one of the reasons that in horror movies, women are always the survivors because they fucking would survive. So
Unless
yeah.
she had sex too early and then she dies, because
Or-
only the virgins
Or
survive. in the
unless you're
movie.
black and then you die. Right? Or unless you're a virgin black girl and then you're fucking dead on the 5th page. I think.
we need to get that changed. We need to have a sexually confident and empowered black woman who like takes everyone out.
Right.
Yeah,
I
right.
will.
And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
why do the it's usually the black men, but why do they always talk so like they're just idiots? Like they have that like that ghetto
no,
talk, and they're like, "Oh my God, there's a zombie coming after me."
I sure enough sees a zombie, son.
Yeah,
that's my
Yeah.
slave voice for it. Just slave on. I sure enough do loves your podcast, here, son.
I think it's because it's like usually like old white guys who are writing these. things.
Yeah.
It's totally.
Yeah.
When you did that, I was like, I didn't know there were zombies in The Color Purple. What? Did I see
Oh
a
my
different
God!
movie?
Can we make the zombie the
my
zombie color
God.
purple?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Do you think
Yes.
Oprah
Well,
will do it?
if there's a Pride and Prejudice in zombies, why not The Color Purple in zombies?
You told Hoppo to eat me.
I can't.
And write it, Michael.
Yes.
And write it.
I'm halfway through this first scene right now. Yeah.
It's really funny.
Oh my
So
God!
good.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, and speaking of movies, there's always like a lot of Halloween movies coming out or horror movies, but I didn't really. There's none that I'm really like drawn to. But Michael, you have a movie that's coming out.
Yay.
Like,
I do. Flesh for the Inferno.
yeah, I
Is
didn't
that-
want to
yeah.
say that. I was like, I think it's Flesh for the Inferno. I wrote it down, but the last word scribbled. I'm like, you should just say it.
Yeah, so Flesh for the Inferno is premiering in the Salem, Massachusetts, Providence, Rhode Island general area in this weekend. I'm leaving in a couple days after I do the show to fly to New England because it was shot there in an abandoned Catholic school, and the movie is all about demon nuns who attack a lot.
My nipples just got hard.
I mean, demon nuns, regular nuns, whatever, they're both scary. But this movie was very much inspired by my love of Italian horror movies like Suspiria and City of the Living Dead and those kinds of films. So it was very much a labor of love to make something really gross that also would offend people.
Did you
I
have
guess.
trouble getting locations because it was like nuns and evil and you know what I mean?
No, actually, what happened was the location was already secured for another of the director's films, and he had come to me originally a couple years ago because he had rented this school for another film of his and said, "I have this for an extra amount of time. Would you be able to write a secondary feature for me?" And I did. And then when I turned it in, and I wrote it in the first version of this script. I think I wrote in something like 7 days, which is insane. It's an insane amount of time.
That's a lot of.
And
That's amazing.
but I ended up feeling very proud of the work that was done, and I turned it into him, and I was like, God, I'm like, he can start rolling on this movie right away. And he read it and was like, wow, this is really good. I think I want to wait and shoot it when we have more time, which is the blessing and the curse, because I would have never fucking written it in 7 days if I thought that I was going to like wait. But then what's fun is the movie, they had moved to shoot it earlier than they actually did, but Woody Allen came into Providence at the exact same time they were trying to shoot the movie and took all the local crew. So when I do the commentary track, I look forward to talking about how Woody Allen shut down my Evil Nun movie for a period of time. Because if you're going to get shut down, it might as well be by Woody Allen. So...
Listen,
yeah.
I'm on the fence because I love me some Woody Allen movies, but he is a daughter fucker. So it's a little, I mean, I don't know, sir.
So respectable, sir.
Sir, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this.
By the way, Michael, not you, Michael, but you, Michael, I got mesmerized by your lashes. Like halfway through you talking, they're so long. They're like a girl would just die to have your lashes.
Oh, thank you. I've never had my eyelashes complimented
Seriously?
before.
They're so long. They're pretty. Pretty
thank
eyes,
you.
too. I mean,
I'm sure when men hear that something of theirs is long, it's the eyelashes they're hoping for.
You have really long
Lashes.
Oh no, I'm updating Grindr under the table right now.
Listen, I'm sure your cock's huge. I'm just looking at your eyelashes.
Rachel for the win.
Oh my God, I love it. But I want you were talking about a Poltergeist earlier, and I was like, and I watched.
That was
I
my
finally saw the remake of Poltergeist.
Oh,
And you know what? Some of the effects were cool.
Yeah?
That's all I
Sure.
can really say about
Gotcha.
it. But
Gotcha.
so there's always like the remakes and the reinventing. And we were talking about Nightmare on Elm Street. They're remaking The Craft. Or that's what they're talking about doing.
True. Although I kind of, and people are like, how do you feel about that? I'm like, it has nothing to do with me. So
Yeah.
doesn't really matter to me one way or another. But I think Peter Filardi, who wrote The Craft, did a really good job. And combined with Andy Fleming, the director, of capturing like teen girls' angst. So I'd love to I hope it's going to be good.
Me too.
And good luck finding another Fairuza, who's
Yeah.
amazing in
Yeah.
that
Oh
my
movie.
God. Did she scare you on set? Like, because there's just times where she's like really, like when she's acting those scenes, you're like, I don't know. Like, she seems like she's so into the moment, and it would just be like.
But I love Fairuza. I mean, she is
No, I didn't mean like scary in real life,
monumentally.
but-
No, not when we were shooting it. I mean, she was intense. Let me just say that she's intense to work with, and that was a really intense character. So yeah, she was intense on set.
Yeah.
But I think she's also, especially at that point in the '90s, she's one of our better young actresses. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And life takes you in different directions. And she's working on Ray Donovan now. And we follow each other on Twitter. She's a super uber talented girl, and I really wish her the best.
Yeah. I watch Return to Oz a lot.
It's a great film. I love that
her
movie.
little
So
kid.
good.
Did you ever see, what is it, The Last Witch? The something witch?
The Worst Witch.
The Worst
Yeah.
Yeah,
Witch.
that's a good Halloween watch too. Tim Curry has that song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know she's part Persian? And that's, I think, where those gorgeous big eyes come from.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, enough
Love
about
that
someone
movie.
else. Let's talk about me now.
Yeah.
One thing I will say about the craft is like with redoing it, it's fine. I don't think it necessarily needs it because the only thing that's really missing is we're not holding cell phones or some of the modern things.
Yeah.
But
it still holds up now though. Like that story and everything.
Yeah.
And it's fun to see Marsha Brady like get beat
be
up.
mean,
and-
be racist. I like how as our powers got stronger, our skirts got shorter. That's how that works.
Yeah.
You noticed
And
that.
it
I
actually,
did. Yeah.
I don't really think there's any gay characters, but it has a huge gay following too. The
No,
craft.
there's
and
not.
But
Well,
it's
I
like-
listen.
I think it's the outsider.
But at that time in America's history, I was the black gay. I'm not. My character wasn't gay, but I'm just saying I was the minority. I was speaking for all minority,
Right.
basically, because at that point in time, you had Boys in the Hood movies. We were very separate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or if you were black in a main movie, you were like the judge or a civil servant. Do you know what I mean? You just did one scene
Right.
where you're I'm the judge, clank. That's it. So for that movie, it was originally all white. I had to really fight to get in
Wow.
for that role. In fact, my agents at the time were like, "No, you're too old," and I was like, "You suck ass." And I found a manager who wanted to work with me, and I said, "If you can get me an appointment for this film, I'll work with you." She got me an appointment.
Wow.
She then got 20% for one phone call. So everybody, like, if you're an actor out there, you kind of have to advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, because when your own team is saying you're not right for it, and then you book the part.
Haha.
Well, that's what Viola Davis said too, winning the Emmy, that it wasn't originally written for a black woman, but
Right.
they had a vision and saw, and she's great in that. So
She was the
She
best
is.
actress possible.
I think
Yeah.
she's kind of awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of really awesome.
So we have a regular feature that's called What? I'm in Samantha's vagina again.
Oh God. Well, at least someone's in it.
What?
Okay, so okay, all right. So I don't know if you know this, but actually, I'm sorry. Salt Lake City is the #1 city for werewolves to live in.
Where is that documented?
Findthehome.com decided to do a list of the top 10 U.S. cities where werewolves could live in the country today. The criteria for coming up with a list included cities that are deemed dog-friendly, cities with a low number of gun shops and gunsmiths, and cities with a low prevalence of silver-producing companies. So it's Salt Lake City, Scottsdale, Arizona, Irvine, California, Orlando.
Right.
And they
Orlando
probably
seems
fit in
warm
Orlando.
for a werewolf. Seems a little warm.
Yeah.
for
It does. Well, but you know what? Orlando, Florida didn't quite make #1 for werewolves, but they did make #1 for syphilis cases. So congratulations,
your
Florida.
mouth.
Oh yeah, they're
Oh, my God.
#1.
People use condoms. Seriously.
Oh, speaking of that, the other thing on that sexy Halloween costume was sexy late stage syphilis. Can we
What?
joke about that?
Yeah, we just did.
Listen, I'm such a when I was hitting college or junior, when I was in grade school in New York City with at the time I was in grade school, like AIDS and everything was really big and rampant in New York. So I was kind of the queen of safe sex coming up, just because I was that Gen X age group that was like, it can kill you sex.
Right.
Not like
Yeah.
our parents who were like, woo, swinging off the lampshades. It could kill you. So my thing is kind of like, people just protect yourself. A lot of these things are really easy to protect. Syphilis being one of them.
Yeah.
Unless you need a last minute costume.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you're a werewolf, definitely use.
If you're a werewolf in Orlando, be careful because you might get syphilis. I think that's what we take away from this. I've had such a great time. Thank you guys for coming. I know
I know. It went so fast.
It's over. I'm sorry that I took all your airtime. And
That's great.
Michael Varrati, where can we find you on the world?
The best place to find me is just at Twitter at Michael Varrati. That's Varrati, and that's where I post about everything. You can keep up with my movies. You can keep up with my nonsense and selfies and all that stuff. Nuns.
Nonsense. Your nonsense. And Rachel True, thank you.
At Rachel
I love you.
True. I love it. I'm at Rachel True on Twitter. And then I have a website with health stuff, sort of, and life stuff and hair conditioning products on racheltrue.com.
Fabulous.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, yay. And Samantha Hale, we can find you at the corner later tonight.
Airing out. I'm
Oh.
so sorry. I don't know you well. I'm so sorry. Your car.
What happened in her car that it needs aired out?
Nothing.
Okay.
Well, how do you think I got that car?
All right, it's not at Gaping Vagina on Twitter. What's your Twitter handle?
No, it is. At the Samantha Hale.
Fabulous.
Is there an at gaping vagina? Because I feel like one of us should grab that.
Yeah.
Twitter
Right
handle
now.
Right
Hurry,
now.
hurry,
on my
hurry.
phone.
And you can find me and my upcoming tour dates and shows. And tour dates made me sound like an asshole. I'm sorry. At PandoraBoxx.com.
Yeah,
There's
cheap.
an extra X in box because the extra X marks the spot.
Ooh.
On a gaping vagina. Thank you. Yay.